Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got another update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows. I'm sure you all know by now, but this was started by Alexi. She's been doing it for a few years. I don't think she's doing it this year, fairly certain. She is doing a Pan palette. She is amazing. I really love watching her videos, especially her eyeshadow looks are... she's so great with eyeshadow. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about my eyeshadows now. In this project, I'm working on 5 eyeshadows at a time. I'm rolling my all through all my eyeshadows, and I'm gonna try and hit pan on any eyeshadow that I roll in. And when I hit pan on one, I get to roll a new one in. So let's take a look. The first one is in this Vise Palette from Decay, and I'm working on the color Pandemonium, which is the purple shade at the bottom right here, or at the top, depending on how you hold the palette. I'm using this a whole lot. I used this 19 times last time, and right now I've used it another 19 times, so that is 38 times in total. But I have not hit pan on this one yet. This is the color that I use in my outer corner pretty much every day, which is only 19 days, which is interesting. There have been days that I have not worn eyeshadow. I was in the Netherlands last week and I just didn't feel like wearing eyeshadow all the time. And normally there's like at least one day in the weekend that I do not wear eyeshadow either. But anyway, I have not hit pan in this one yet. I'm really hoping that I can hit pan on this one by the next update though, so I can roll this one out and start working on some other shades in my outer corner. But yeah, it's fine. I do like the eyeshadow. It's not like one of the best eyeshadows I've ever used, but there's nothing wrong with it either, so I'm okay with that. And I do like using this palette because I got it for my sister because she wasn't using it. So it's nice to actually use at least one of the shades in there already. Then another eyeshadow that I focused on a lot this month is the Sleek. This is the Circus Palette, and I'm working on the orange shade in here, which is extremely bright as you can see. But I'm wearing it on my eyes today, and I'm sure you cannot tell where I put it because I found some subtle ways to use this. I've used this quite a bit actually, because I've kind of figured out lately as well that it works great to kind of warm up my crease. So I'm using a blending brush and then kind of sweep it through my crease as kind of a last little touch, and then blend that out nicely, and then it just gets a nice warm orange glow, but it's not a bam in your face orange. But also I'm putting this on my eyelid, and then I'm putting my silver shade from my Pan palette on top of it, and that creates a pretty nice golden rose color, so it's actually wearable. So that's what I've been doing with that one, and in the close-up you can see that I have got some usage on this. I've got a nice almost dip, at least the embossing is kind of starting to wear away in the middle, so that is a good thing. So for this one I used it 14 times the last time I used this, and I used it another 13 times this time around because I was still working on hitting pan on another shade, but this is a pretty big focus for me at the moment. So that's that one. The shade that I was focusing on initially, and this is a double shade, so you will see this again soon. This is the Amuse palette, and this is the pink shade in here that I've been working on, and you can kind of see I did hit pan on that one. So for this one I used this 17 times last time, and now I've used it another 12 times. I hit pan after 11 times, but I used it one more time after that to kind of make the pan a little bit bigger, and because I kind of like using this color as well. So yeah, I did hit pan on the shadow. So I'm really excited about that. And it gives me room to also focus on that orange now, because focusing on a bright pink and a bright orange at the same time might be a little bit too much for me. Next color, this is the Sleek, the original palette, and in here for my Pan Those eyeshadows I'm working on this kind of bronzy shade right here. This is what it looked like. Let me actually swatch all these shades on my hand as well. So this is the bronzy shade right here. The pink shade that I've been using, I'm going to swatch on my arm so it doesn't interfere with the palette. That's the pink shade that I have hit pan on. Then we've got the orange shade as well, of course, which is nice and bright. That's the orange shade that I'm working on. The Pandemonium shade in the Vise Palette is the purple. Let's see if I can switch this here as well. That's the purple that I'm working on. Okay, so getting back to the bronzy shade right here. This is in my Sleek the Original palette, and I have not used this a whole lot. I've used this a total of one time since I put this in last month. I have too many eyeshadows that I'm trying to focus on, so I had to kind of pick some, and this did not get picked yet. But I am using up or hitting pan on some eyeshadows here and there to make this a little bit more manageable, so I might use it a little bit more next time. But anyway, there is a good bit of usage on this one already because I have used this quite a bit before I even got into this project. There also is quite some work to do on that one still, so yeah, I'm gonna keep working on that one. Hopefully I will use it a little bit more this time around. And then also I've got the Creative Me #2 palette from Coastal Scents, and that has a lot of like nice and bright colors in it. And I'm working, as you might remember, on the green shade right here. I'm wearing this on kind of the inner part of my lid today, and this is what that one looks like. So these are the shades that I still have left, and then the pink is the one that was part of that palette as well. Yeah, so these shades are not the easiest to combine, so I kind of have to figure out the easiest way to work on them and still make some nice progress on shades as well. So also for this one, I've only used it one time, and that is right now, which is a bit of a shame, but I've got so many greens to work on as well in all of the projects that I'm doing. Anyway, I don't want to complain about that. So I have used the shade in here a whole lot, and I have used the orange a whole lot as well. And now it's time to pick a new shade. So of course we're using the Pretty Random app to randomize the number that I'm going to be working on. I've got 165 eyeshadows, so let's see what I'm going to be hitting pan on this time. 126. Let's see what that is. So the shade that I picked is Bordello from the Urban Decay Beauty Within Edge shadow box. And it's actually nice because I already had that lying here, as that is in a project that I'm working on already. It's in the whole collection project pan. I'm working on the green shade in that, and right now I picked this shade right here, which is Bordello. And let me swatch that as well. Looks like a fairly light color, so it should be easy enough. It's kind of like a dusty pink, as you can see. I think that works well with quite a bit of these shades, like either together with that green or actually together with like all the other shades. It's kind of in the same family in a way. Okay, that's gonna be interesting, and I kind of like having multiple shades in one palette because that means I can like take this palette with me and work on 2 shades that actually are in projects or something along those lines. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Now for next time, I do want to set some goals, and I don't know what I'm going to be able to achieve. So I really want to hit pan on Pandemonium in here, which is the purple shade that's in the middle, because I have been working on that for 2 months now, and I hope I will be able to hit pan on that one. I'm not really sure how deep these pans are, but we'll find out. I've seen people hit pan in the Vise palettes before. It should be doable, I think. I think I will keep working on the orange shade in here, but they seem pretty hardly pressed, so I don't know whether I'm going to be able to hit pan in this one anytime soon. Let's see. I have a feeling that the Bordello shade in here should be easy enough to mix in, but I kind of have to see how I'm going to do that. I do want to pick one of these other shades, and I think I'm going to go with the shade in here, which is that bronzy shade, to try and focus on a little bit more as well. So the main focus is going to be the top tree right here, because I'm already focusing on a green in my whole collection project pan, so I might not get to this green very much, and this one I'm hoping I can just throw in every now and then. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!